Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Remember, they're general readings. Use your own discernment. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us all on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, just a little heads up, right? There are some changes coming to Radiant Reality. Don't worry, I'm not disappearing on you like I did last time. I've definitely taken on board a lot of what you guys said, and we're going to be doing things differently moving forward. So stay tuned, because I think the changes that I'm about to start making will suit everybody, including me. As you know, I work very hard on this channel to bring you stuff every week, every month, but I also need to find a balance with being able to work outside of the channel and stuff as well. So thank you so much for your patience and your love. It really does mean the world. For your key to the week this week, you've got the Temperance card. So it looks like I'm not the only one looking to find a work-life balance this week. Remember, with the Temperance card, it does bring a lot of healing, right? And very often, because the Temperance card, follows death in the major arcana, right? And what this represents is the profound sense of peace that we find once something has come to its close or its end. And so what this means is you're finding the rose petals on the thorns. You're finding the rose petals on the rose rather than just the thorns. This is you seeking the balance, right? So what this tells me is maybe a lot of you have come through a process where this week you're really looking back over your life to say, wow, okay, these things have actually happened. How do I move forward from here? You're looking to find a balance with the experience that you're having. And I think this means that you're being really honest with yourself about what that actually looks like. What does healing look like to you? What does healing mean to you? And I think this week you're discovering that. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Six of Cups. I love this. This week it looks like a lot of you could be doing something like past life regression, inner child work and healing. These are, and I have to say, right, especially for Aries people, these are profound tools that can be used, right? They are absolutely profound tools that should be used, especially for Aries people. The Six of Cups as an actions card as well, you are reminiscing. There's a lot of going back down memory lane in your mind, right? Really digging up all of the good memories that you have around something or someone. In terms of the options that are available to you, this could be either a reconnection or a recalibration with younger people. So this could be with, nieces, nephews, grandchildren. There's something here where you are potentially spending time with younger people, i.e. the children in your life or in your family, and it's got a really profound healing effect on you. The other thing with the Six of Cups, of course, as well, it's a pleasure card. So this could be a week where you are sort of looking at what and who makes me feel good and what can I do about that. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is a great card to have in this position because this sector really is all about your work and your career. With this Eight of Pentacles, it is all about work, your work, the job that you're doing. Now, in terms of communication, this could be that you are working to bridge a gap or working to heal a relationship that you have in your life that has been somewhat challenged, fraught, up in the air, all the rest of it. And I got to be honest with you, the Temperance card is your key, right? So this means that your way through is by being really honest about what about you needs to be healed, what about you needs to be changed, what about you needs to be adapted or adjusted. This really is the key to this week, right? You guys know I love Aries energy, but I'm calling you out this week. You can be very hard-headed. You can be very selfish. This is not to say that these are the only traits that you have. I'm just telling you how it is. And if you've ever seen me give other signs their readings, like if you cross-watch, you know I go in for all of the signs, right? Nobody is exempt. I'm especially hard on the Aquarians because I am one, right? And I'm aware that I have my stuff too. But this week, it really is about where you need to be better All right, and that's what that Temperance card is kind of showing. You're looking for a balance, and maybe, just maybe, this time it's not the world or other people or someone else that needs to do the changing or the adjusting. This week it is you. All right, take it on the chin. You're very brave, you're very tough sign. Take it on the chin, do your learning and proceed. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, that Eight of Pentacles, especially with the Six of Cups, it's showing you where a previous pattern of study or the way that you applied your knowledge or your wisdom before worked better than what you're doing now. Maybe it was too much, and so you have to find a balance. When it comes to your those of you that are employed by somebody else, the Eight of Pentacles is great here, and with this Temperance card, it's almost like you're fixing maybe some form of a work relationship. With that Six of Cups, maybe you're reconnecting with an old boss, old colleagues, maybe you are mending a work relationship this week that has been somewhat challenged or fraught, and it has really good profound effects for you in the future. When it comes to your those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is really great because it means that you're looking at how to refine and perfect the things that you put out into the world, right? You're getting really serious about, okay, how do I improve the product? How do I improve the service? Where is it that it needs tightening up? Where is it that, you know, maybe you need a little bit of a rebrand, darling, right? Or maybe you need to repackage what you're doing. Right? Maybe you need more dedication. It is the Eight of Pentacles after all. So this is kind of showing you, if you have your own business, if you work for yourself, it's showing you where you really need to sort of brush up and bring the goods. All right? This is a good thing. I've had loads, if I tell you the amount of feedback I've had about my channel over the almost decade that it's been out there, right, doing its thing, and some of it was really, really harsh, right? But you know what? I took it on board and I have worked on things and I've perfected it and I've made it better. Even if the criticism isn't always constructive, you can make it constructive by listening to what about it might be true, even if it's painful. For those of you that are retired and no longer working for any reason, this week I would say pay attention to what habits, patterns and routines around your physical health and vitality need to be paid attention to. For your love and relations, you've got the Emperor card. So this is you, right? So for those of you that are partnered, married or in long-term commitments, this is you. You show up very strong in the relationship. You've got this with the Six of Cups. Potentially, you have this desire to take the relationship back to the honeymoon stage. Love that, right? The honeymoon stage it's not the best. I don't believe it is the best. I believe like you know, like when you get into your relationship, you've had a few fights, you've had all the rest of it, but you get to that point where it's settled and it's good and everything ticks over. It's like you're trying to get back to the honeymoon period this week, but I think it's going to be better than that because you're going back to a time where everything and everyone functions correctly within the relationship, right? Love this for you. What it also means as well is you are rededicating yourself to this commitment. For those of you that are single and looking, you are coming into contact with a boss, honey. A boss, right? Anyone that shows up as the Emperor has got it going on, right? This is usually somebody that is very, they are about it, okay? Like, listen, if they got any brothers, give me a shout. Right, jokes aside, the Emperor is a card of commitment. So if you're newly seeing somebody, this could be where you start to really kind of consider, actually, you know what? I think I want to do this with this person. And I will say, for those of you that are meeting somebody new or connecting with somebody new this week, you will have, because it's the Six of Cups, right? There's something about this person. For some of you, it may be somebody that you already know. It's not necessarily an ex, but it may be somebody that you already know, maybe somebody from your deep past, maybe somebody from your childhood that you haven't seen for a really long time. But if that's not the case, you will know this person because you'll just be like, I know you, right? But you know that you don't know them, but there's some part of your soul or your psyche that's like, I feel way too comfortable in your presence to not know you on some level, right? Which, listen, I'm here for it. I will say this person is very busy and they are very productive. You need to be able to match that energy. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hold their vibration. Before we get into your money and materials, the Lunar Lacuna is up and out there. You can join, you can pay annually, or you can pay month by month. We're talking moon magic, we're talking energy work, we're talking astrology, we're talking tarot, we're talking numerology. I'm going to give you so much as a part of this, and it's literally like, considering what you're getting out of it, absolute pennies to sign up. There's a link in the description box. There are a couple of videos floating about on my channel. I'll put the links for those in the description box below as well, and I'll also put one of those little floaty things above my head so that you can sign up. I'm really excited about this, and I think it's going to be awesome. All right, so for your money and materials, you've got the Ace of Wands. I love this. There's a lot of fire here, right? Emperor, Aries energy, Temperance, the Sagittarius energy, Ace of Wands, fire. There's a lot of fire here, which is absolutely brilliant, which means that this is a week for action. The Ace of Wands is a new way of making money, especially with the Temperance card. This is because you mend something internally or about yourself, or maybe even give an apology, or you reconnect with somebody. There's a financial incentive in it for your future in some regard. I'm gonna say this to you, right? And I mean this with all love and care and respect. Don't fuck it up. All right, straight up, like, just literally, if you're going to do this and you're going to tread this path, do it right. Okay, learn when to bite your tongue, learn when to be present, learn when to speak your mind, right, which you have no problems with. It's the biting of the tongue. Right, but I like this. This is a fresh start in a way that you bring money in towards you this week, and it may be from an idea of your own or through some form of a reconnection. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Ace of Wands is a great card for physical health and vitality, because it means that you're finally ready to do something about a health problem or challenge. And because you've got it with the Temperance card, this may be through some form of medicine. Maybe you're working with a different type of doctor or a different type of medicine. Maybe even spiritual medicine as well for some of you. And then when it comes to your home and environment, for a lot of you, this looks like the spring clean that you've been waiting for. It's kind of like you're like, right, home needs to be optimized, and you just kind of get to it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.